Ugly preseason finale, not really surprising since this is typically where teams empty out the bench, but there are some good things to take away from Saturday night's game. Luigi Villain, I projected him to make the 53-man roster. He solidified that tonight. A TFL and interception credited to him. Also credit to Miles Dorn on the pass deflection to make that interception happen. Ty Chandler, he was impressive. Explosive footwork, sharp cuts. He's a baller. And Ryan Wright, in the punting game, he was excellent. The distance that he covered tonight, 71 yards, 68, 48, 38. As the placeholder, he was flawless. Greg Joseph was perfect from his kicks tonight. 2 field goals along of 58 yards and 1 extra point. The offensive line, you know what? It seems like the Vikings are finally putting together, even if it's just tidbits of quality pieces up front. Chris Reed at right guard made his mark, especially in run blocking with the clash and turns, creating running lanes for the ball carriers. In pass protection, held his own, went to battle each and every snap. That was at right guard. And then in the second quarter, he got snaps at center, not even being hyperbolic here, equally as good. And you know what? With Austin Schlottman having the clumsy snap attempt leading to a snap infraction, I would not be shocked if Reed won the backup center job. Tristan Jackson, Amir Smith-Marset, they had some nice moments. Jackson did have the bad drop in the fourth quarter, but he's still a good player. Miles Dorn, I thought, had a really good game. I don't know if it was enough to get him on the final 53 ahead of a guy like Josh Metellus. We'll see. But he had a really good game, had a BS penalty called on him, textbook tackle, led with the shoulder, unnecessary roughness. Are you kidding me? He, Miles Dorn, along with Luigi Villain, were the 2 bright spots on their defense. The rest of the defense was absolutely brutal, especially against the run. Jalen Twyman could not shed blocks, got a defensive holding penalty called on him. And I got to be honest, I'm not confident that he makes the roster. I'm rooting for him. I hope he does, but not looking great. Nick Muse, picking up where Zach Davison left off last week, couldn't catch the football, which is a problem if you're a tight end. The tight end depth for this team is god-awful, but the only thing that is overshadowing just how bad it is the battle that we've had for the backup quarterback spot between Sean Mannion and Kellen Mond. Tonight ends it, man. It has to for both of these guys. Kellen Mond deer in the headlights, no feel for the game. The game just seems too fast for him. And if Spielman were still in charge, Mond would probably still make the team. It was his draft pick. He's still young, second year out of Texas A&M. But with Kwesi, he merely inherited Mond. The obligation to see him through goes completely out the window. I think the Vikings go into this season with 2 quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins and Nick Mullins. As for Sean Mannion, the sack fumble that led to the touchdown, every time he stepped onto the field was excruciating to watch. He's bad at football, but it's not his fault that the Vikings signed and re-signed him over the course of 3 years, paying him good money to be bad at football. If I struggle to talk and Phil Mackey came to me every offseason still and said, we'll pay you to go on Purple Daily, well, of course I'll do it. It'll be a dumpster fire, but sure. And Sean Mannion, you can tell he works really hard and he wants to succeed in this league. But the hard truth is the backup quarterback position battle between both Kellen Mond and Sean Mannion has been a monumental waste of time. I don't think either of these two make the roster. And now comes the calm before the storm, the waiting game before the regular season starts. Can't wait.